I was filming a video for my 30-day Grow Your Awareness series, and when I was taking a break between takes, I pulled down this part of my outfit, and the microphone must have dropped because I can't find it anywhere and it was no longer connected to my phone when I checked on my app. So the question is, why do I have this, right? Because it comes in a pair, but it is no longer in a pair because I'm using this one, and the one that dropped, I can't find it. I decided to make a video about it because the irony is that here I am creating an awareness growth series, and it was my lack of awareness that resulted in me losing the microphone. I didn't hear it drop, I didn't see it drop, I didn't even know that I lost my microphone until 30 minutes after that, when I was reviewing a take that I did without the microphone, so there was no audio in it. I'm really disappointed in myself and really angry, and this is me after 2 hours of processing. And I just wanted to share that just because you have spent more than 5 years dedicated to learning about body mind awareness and spent another couple of years coaching it and refining it doesn't mean that you are not prone to not being aware, because at the end of the day, I am human, you are human, and if you're seeing this, hopefully you'll learn that awareness is a non-linear journey and it can change depending on the circumstances. Okay, so here's the part where I'm gonna be a bit more thinky, right? Why and how did that happen? It wasn't that I didn't know that this microphone could drop off, because earlier today I did go to the toilet and it did drop off, and then I was like, oh, perhaps I should be careful with this microphone when removing my suspenders or when touching my chest area. Alas, when I was getting into the groove of recording and I decided to take a second toilet break, it did not occur to me to recall that which I was aware of a couple hours earlier when I was testing out how to jig up this outfit. So that's the first lesson. Awareness can come from retrospectively reflecting on what could have gone better and what didn't go well that you want to make better, such that you can form new awareness in the present, that is the future of that moment that you realize that will help prevent the tragedy that happened before. Unfortunately, I had to learn that the hard way, and this is not the first time that I learned this, because I've lost one other side of my earplugs before. I have no idea where I lost it. That's kind of even worse. Anyway, I think there's a second learning point here. The second learning point is, if you have set aside time to take a break, take the break. At 7 p.m., I put an alarm to remind myself to check in with how I'm feeling, but back then I felt like I was in a groove and I wanted to continue filming, and I didn't stop. And because I didn't stop, I ended up having to go for a toilet break during a really good take. So I rushed through that toilet break and then completely ignored other sensory stimuli that I could have paid attention to. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is, do not make rash decisions when you are in the heat of a moment. Because when I was spiraling and feeling so upset that I lost my microphone, that was at 8 p.m. when I finally registered all of that. I was looking up on Lazada, Shopee, and Carousel for options to buy it, and mind you, these pair of microphones cost anywhere from 130 to 180 Sing dollars. I don't have that kind of money, but I almost bought it. I really did. I added it to cart, and then I stopped myself and I was like, hold up, Jingyun. What are you doing? Hold up. The fourth lesson is, whenever you would like to work on growing your awareness or moving towards something that is less familiar, it would be great for you to be resourced. What resourcing means is, have you drunk water in the last 2 to 3 hours? And have you eaten such that you're not hungry and operating from your shadow or operating from a survival mode? Because I sure as heck was on the way there when I almost bought that $180 microphone replacement. So while reviewing that video, I realized that I didn't clarify in lessons for why it's important for us to be more resourced before we work on growing our awareness or when doing something unfamiliar. The context of that is that for me, speaking to a camera is something I'm actively working on. I'm not too good at it, and getting my thoughts organized verbally and in words in a succinct manner, not my cup of tea. So this is quite high capacity for me. On a scale of 0 to 10, it's like 6 to 8, especially if it's a shorter video. So at 7 p.m., I could have really taken that break to drink water, eat a snack, take a short nap even before resuming filming so that I could approach it with a clearer mind and with more embodied presence. And I hope to explore this in the 30-day Grow Your Awareness series that I'm making, hopefully, after I get a rest tonight. Okay, back to the main video. So those are my 4 learning lessons. And I'm not gonna edit this because I am tired and I'm upset. And maybe I will look back at this and have more awareness of how I could have done this video better in terms of languaging and body language, but at this moment I can't quite care. Maybe that's lesson 5. Sometimes it's okay to choose not to be aware, or to choose to drop your care to be aware. Because when you're human, you gotta rest and you gotta wind down. And this is over my capacity. That's all. I shall come back to filming the intro video another day. But for now, thanks for watching.